Deputy Fitzmaurice, Deputy Aindrias Moynihan.
Minister, I want to just briefly speak to the proposed changes of the boundary for Cork and the way that the city would be proposed to expand westwards towards Ballincollig and Blarney. Previously, it was outlined. I appreciate. Previously, it was outlined the way that the residents in Blarney and Ballincollig were concerned about the way that the boundary was pushed on them, and that they felt very much that they didn't have the say in that. There wasn't any plebiscite. Even when a petition was taken up, it's not clear as to where that petition finished up. They felt very much that they didn't have a say in that proposed boundary change. But I think realistically, look, locals recognise that Cabinet had made a decision over a year ago, and that really the boundary and the legislation will be following on. And one of the big issues following on from that is that there would be an orderly handover, that there's some 400 services that the county operate in that transition zone, and that there would be a proper and a clean, orderly handover so that residents would not be at a loss, or that there wouldn't be failures in services during that transition. The worst case that people are worried on is that they would have elected city councillors next summer and end up with services being run by the county or by other operators, and if something goes wrong, it's unclear as to who to deal with. Now, I know that the implementation group want to take on all 400 services in the first go. I think that's seriously ambitious and maybe not entirely realistic, but that's one of the aims.
Helpful to you, but perhaps you might table a topical issue on that, which I'd be more than happy to take. Okay. But the points you're raising are not envisaged in either of the three amendments that we're considering here.
There are two other points. Is there another opportunity later to raise two other Cork-related issues, if I may?
Throw them out there quick.
Finally, Count Corla, the position on the funding, because the point has been well made about the county being concerned about the financial package, and there were a number of amendments proposed earlier about setting a timeline on it. Is the Minister satisfied that the timing of the financial agreement, that it couldn't end up too quickly and that the county could be left exposed, because originally it was envisaged that it would last anything up to 10 years, and that there was proposals that it would shorten up to 3 to 5 years. And finally, Minister, it's just a question on fine-tuning of the line where it runs through the middle of fields in, for example, in Ballinor, and where there would be more realistic boundaries along the edges of fields and more natural boundaries, to see if there is an opportunity remaining for locals to put forward realistic changes to fine-tune the boundary along those